Hey y'all, what's up? Today we're going to do something pretty cool. Actually, it's going to take about 2 days to do everything. Okay? It's called sous vide. And we're going to get a very nice cut from Bory Craft of Kobe. And he's going to cut it the way I want it. It's going to be very thick. Not those thin ones you get at H-E-B, a thick. Pretty big chunk of meat. And then we're going to also get a lamb shank from H-E-B that's already cut in a bag, ready to go. We just season them up, do what we got to do, and you'll see. It's not hard at all. And it takes time, but that's the essence. Okay? You know, sous vide's a different kind of cooking for the folks that get in a hurry. It's not grilling. It's slow cooking and water bath. So we'll go through the process. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'll see you there. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to make a osso buco. And here's our stars of the show. This right here, this beautiful beef shank from Bory Craft. It's Kobe Wagyu, and it's very nice. And then also we're going to cook this separate. This is a lamb shank from H-E-B. So those are the meats. Then we got celery, onion, carrot, garlic, bay leaf, thyme, tomato sauce, wine, and salt and pepper. So let's start making this concoction, shall we? All right, get your skillet of choice. I'm using this one, and put a little bit of olive oil in there. It's just going to help the veggies cook. We're not cooking them all the way because we're doing sous vide, remember? So get your onions, put them in. And if you have one of these dough cutters, use that. They work great for getting vegetables off cutting boards. Okay. And put in our carrot. 1 cup. A whole onion, by the way. I'll put the recipe in the description. Carrot. And then don't forget the celery. Now this isn't Trinity. No, this is different. So like that. And we'll let this start cooking, okay? Stir it up. Okay, just keep moving them around. Like that. We're not going to cook them too much because we're sous videing them. And get your garlic. I'm putting a lot of garlic because me and my wife, we love garlic. There. Stir it in. The veggies will start sweating. Okay. And we're going to put a can of this tomato paste. Take that off. Kind of get it to soften up. You can toast it here in the middle too if you want it first. Kind of make a sofrito. But we don't have to do that too long. This is a different way of cooking sous vide. Okay. Now 1 cup of wine, any kind you like. I like this kind. It's right here. And since there's a little more, put it in for good measure. Okay, now bring this to a simmer. Get everybody to know each other. And what you're going to do, we're not going to add stock because when we put it in these baggies for the sous vide, the meat's gonna give its own liquid. If you add stock, it's gonna be too liquidy. So we got to reduce this now to get the wine flavor out and turn into a beautiful reduction. So now we'll, from my backyard bay leaves, just 2, we'll put them in there like that. When it starts to simmer, turn it down, and then some thyme. We don't really have to do this, but we are. We could just put these in the bag, but we want them to release some flavor into this beautiful sauce, okay? So let's let this go till it reduces about 50%. Okay, let's take this shank first and just put some oil on there like that. Rub it in. Get it everywhere. Don't worry about it. Just want something that the salt and pepper can stick to. Keep that over there. Don't put the cap back on it because we're going to do the same thing to the lamb shank. Then just get your salt and pepper, fresh salt and pepper, and just let it go down on there like this. And this is just not really a big step because you're just putting some, this is going to go in the bag, it's all going to mix, so just put it on one side. It's going to eventually get all over the meat and soak in, just like that. See, very easy, very easy. Okay, the same thing, oil, rub it all over. Okay, make sure you get it all over, but we're not going to season the whole thing again. Just gonna, oh, we could on this one, it's a lot easier. Hold on. It doesn't matter, honestly, but we'll just do it for good measure today. Okay, that's good. And then pepper. There we have it. So as soon as the reduction's done, we'll put these in sous vide bags and add some of the reduction, and we'll get the sous vide bath started. Okay, our sauce is here. Gonna just start putting it in these bags. Fold the bag down like that too, so you don't get it in the threads, if all possible. Put about 50% of this in each bag. And don't, be sure to put a bay leaf, at least one, and some of the thyme. Like this. See? Make sure it goes in there. Okay, there's some more thyme. About one more scoop should do it for that bag. Okay, in this bag, we might be able to just pour it in. I think it'll be easier. Let's see if we can do it without creating a catastrophe, okay? Do it right here. Just set it and forget it. Then fold the bag back up like that. Start sealing it. Get as much air out as you can before we vacuum it. Okay, and get this out of here, of course. Okay, and then this one, same thing. Flip it back over, seal it, but leave a little gap on the end and squeeze out the air. It's a lot easier for the vacuum if you squeeze most of it out. And you can worry it a little bit, as JB says. It's not going to do anything. Make sure this is sealed. Okay, and this one. Alright, next step. Alright, I got this little vacuum from Food Server. I think it might work. Let's try it. These are supposedly check valves. But I don't think that's the right. This one came with it right here. Let's try this one. I never have luck with these. Make sure I don't have it upside down. Okay. Okay. There it goes. You can't push too hard. See, it's working. Actually, this is probably a better way to do it. Because if it gets any liquid like that right there, you can just, well, I thought I had a sponge. There it is. You can wipe it off. Okay, this one's sealed. Good enough. See? And we'll do this one. Get him out of there so you can see. The trick is don't push too hard because you have to, it has to be able to take the air out. It's like a check valve. God, it's not very user friendly. Aggravating. I know it works, just there it goes. You got to get that little check valve thing to open. It looks like. There it goes. See it? Anyway, that's good enough. Once that comes out, you're pretty much good to go. And it's probably better to use this than this because you don't want the liquid to get in it. Anyway, now they're both sealed. So let me set up the sous vide and we'll give these guys a bath for 48 hours, okay? Okay, folks, we got the jewel in there. We got the meat in there in the baggies. And it's preheating right now. I don't know if you can see this. There. I got it for, it's going to take 12 minutes to preheat apparently. Preheating to 145, then we're going to go for 48 hours. Okay? So, I'll see you in 48 hours. And this thing's good because it has a lid. It keeps it from evaporating as fast. I don't know what those swimming around in there are, but hopefully they don't get stuck in the jewel. Looks like little pieces of plastic, maybe from the bag. Anyway, 48 hours, and I'll talk to you later. For you, it's going to be in a blink of an eye. Bye. Alright, it's been 48 hours. That was a quick, not a blink of an eye, but it was pretty quick. So we got them here. They're hot. We need to take them out of here. This, put them over here in this bowl. And then what we're going to do now, we're going to dump this water and make an ice bath. And we're going to put them back in there and cool them off. The reason being is I'm going to cook them, the outside, sear them, and if you put them in the air fryer like this, it's going to cook more. If you cool it off, then it's only going to sear the outside. So that's what we're going to do. Stand by. Okay, I've dumped the contents, most of it out. There's a little bit left, but we're going to put them in this ice bath. Both of them like that, and let them get cold. Now we got to show you what the sauce looks like, and we need to reduce it tremendously. Well, here's the sauce. Remember I said don't add any beef stock or anything or liquid, because look, that's mighty thin, but everything's still in there. 48 hours of marinating and just getting to know each other. So this needs to reduce. It's way too runny to drizzle on top of the ossobuco. And by the way, back here I got polenta, just store-bought. I didn't make it. So we're gonna let this go down while the meat's cooling off, and we'll carry on. Okay, here they are. They've been cleaned off a little bit. I didn't want to leave the tomato paste on them, that will burn. So I got them in here in the air fryer. We're going to put a little bit of oil on top just to help it. What we're going to do now is just give it to sear. Okay, so we shut this, put it at the highest setting, and we'll go for, let's say, 5 minutes, maybe even 4 on each side. Okay, see what happens. Oh, and it doesn't work. Just believe me. Okay, this thing's got a brain of its own. All right, be back. All right, let's just cut some of this off right here. Comes off very nice. Look at that. Put that back there. That's how it looks. Look at that. See? Very nice. We can cut it. Get it ready to put on the plate. Those might be ligaments back yonder, but they should be soft too. All right, now let's go over to this bad boy right here and just shave some off. I'm not going to throw this whole thing on a plate. That's just ridiculous. Oh yeah, look at that, like roast beef. We don't want to, I'm not going to make too much because we're going out to eat today. So anyway, there we have it. Put that right there and wrap that right there. We got the beef and the lamb. So let's dress it up and put it on a plate now, folks. Okay, said Buckwheat. I'm gonna get a little bit of polenta, maybe a little bit more than that. Put it in the middle, don't worry about it, like that, okay? Lay your meat, we'll put the lamb on this side. We'll put the beef on this side, okay? Like such. Then we'll come over here. I'm gonna reach across, why not? This isn't as thick as I wanted it, but it'll be okay. Put some of the sauce on top, as such. That should do it. And last but not least, Italian parsley, lemon zest, and olive oil. Just take some of that and just sprinkle it around, okay? Like that. And that's what we got now. Let's take a look. Pretty nice, I say. Looks beautiful. Only one more thing to do. You know what that is. You know what that is. All right, folks, my favorite time of the video, taste test. Where do we start? Where do we start? Let's get some polenta, some parsley, and just get a piece of lamb. Right here. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. Super delicious. Now let's try a piece of beef shank. Super tender, considering it's that part of a cow. Wow. It went 48 hours. Someone told me it might get mushy. That is not even close to being mushy. 144 degrees. Let's try some carrot. Man, it's busting with flavor, folks. This ain't even funny, man. I mean, it's worth it. And then another guy said, that's too long. No, it's not too long. You don't do anything. It does it all, okay? I'm gonna hurt myself. You gotta try this, folks. You have to do this. Wow. I don't know what to say. Just do it, okay? And just follow the video. I'll put a makeshift recipe down there, but if you just go by the recipe, you're not going to see the little details of stuff I did. So be sure to watch the whole thing. It's not really boring at all. But thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's up to you. You're the folks, man. It's for you. And we'll see you next time, I guess. All right. So with that being said, God bless you. Adios, amigos.